gotta get down. Stop! Nope. Don't have it until Mama says. Ma'am. Mama said no. I know, babies. Hey, Blair. Everybody knock it off. No, ma'am. I see your little temper. I'm gonna get you. Kitten. 3 cats, they said. It wouldn't be any different. I've got kittens. I've got 2 kittens here and Blair. There you go, sweet girl. It's crazy madness. It really is. It's crazy madness all morning. Oof. Okay, I made my smoothie. Smoothie, shake, whatever you want to call it. And I gotta go get some stuff done. Let's go get some stuff done. We'll talk more about it on the way. Well, if I didn't already say, good morning. Good morning. I was just chatting away to the camera, and guess what? It was not filming. So anyway, it's Monday, so we're kind of off and running, and I'm like thinking about all the things I have to do, but there's something that I also there's a topic I want to talk about. So let's take a deep breath. It's a Monday morning. It's a new slate. We have lots and lots of things to do and plan. And so today's goals are to make some smoothie packs for my friend who's having her wisdom teeth taken out. So I'm going to go gather the ingredients for that and stop at the Petco and see if we can get some other pet beds for the cats, because we were there last week. They had three cat beds that were $4 on clearance, and we only got 1. And guess what? All 3 of the cats love it, which is completely insane, because I was taking a gamble in the first place. I brought it for the kitten, and the kitten never even got to sit in it because Blair claimed it. And then I saw Sai in it, and the kitten was in it last night. I'm like, you guys, I didn't think anybody was going to sit in it in the first place. So I'm going to go see if they have the other 2 still. And if they don't, I'll check a different Petco. But I also have to go to Aldi and get the smoothie stuff, which I think I already said. And I think those are my 2 things that I want to do while I'm out. But I wanted to talk about something while we were going. So I'm going to go ahead and get driving and start chatting about something. So let's go. My day is kind of rounding up to be busy. I want to get my fall, I'm thinking fall already. Are you guys thinking fall already? Of course. It's August. It's nearing the end of August, and I want to get my September journal set up, so I got to do that. The main thing I want to talk about this morning while I'm driving is that I read something that was written by someone else who was laid off, and it just astounds me how we all go through this alone, but we shouldn't. It shouldn't be such a lonely place, because we're all feeling the same things. And she talked about how she wants to move. I'll link it in the description so you can read it, because it's a phenomenal piece of writing. And she's a really great writer. She's also a songwriter and singer. So she's just very multi-talented, and she wrote this piece about being in 2 places at once. She really wants to move away from the city we're in. So she's got 1 foot here and 1 foot in the city that she wants to go to, which I don't know why I'm being vague about it. It's New York City. It just hasn't worked out yet. And so she's like, I'm setting up in my brain this life in New York that's not happening, but meanwhile I'm missing all the good things that's happening here. And I really resonated with that, because she talked about getting together with her girlfriends, and they're all going around the table and talking about all the exciting things that are happening in their lives, and she's sitting there and she's like sad, happy for them of course, but also sad because she is not making the advancements that she wanted to make right now. And wow, I really felt that when I read that. I was just like, oh, I've been there. And I remember going to dinner with some friends of ours. They wanted to take us out to dinner because to celebrate that we got married, and we're there and we're talking, and they're talking about all these travel plans that they have, and like that their work is busy and they can only take this much time off because they have so much to do. And you know, James is busy at work, and I'm sitting there like, I have nothing on my plate, which is not true. I'm doing a lot of stuff, and I just felt this intense loneliness that I was stuck in this place that I couldn't make the kinds of plans that they're making. So I've said before that I'm super hard on myself, and I guess I had planned when I got laid off, I guess I really wanted to like immediately find something else. And I kind of did. Like within 2 weeks, I had a temporary, like a proofreading job for the calendar company, stationery, we'll say stationery and planner company that is in town, and I really like them. And I was so happy to have that opportunity. And now, I don't know how I feel about it now. Like, maybe I should have taken a little more time to process, but also everybody has to process in their own time. And maybe that happened because it was going to be a little longer before I got a full-time job again. And that kind of extended my unemployment. I didn't start taking unemployment money until about a month after I actually got laid off. So that was beneficial because it kind of pushed out the end of the unemployment money. The intense loneliness that comes with this, because everybody's at work going on with their lives, and you kind of feel like you're left behind, and you have a little processing to do. That's what I found. I had some work to do. So, but while you're doing that work, I was connected with a group of people who got laid off at the same time as me. There were a lot of us. So I knew that I wasn't alone, but it doesn't, like, knowing that you're not alone and feeling like you're not alone are totally different things. And it just makes me really sad that we were each going through the same things with, you know, different circumstances, and not leaning on each other more, or one another even in the wider group, because I know that we're all feeling the same things. And if you've been laid off, or, you know, if it doesn't matter what the big change is, if there's something in your life that's not working out and you're struggling with that and trying to make it work, and like taking a pause on another area to try to get everything to line up, then you know what I'm talking about. And it's all about processing that grief and trying to set your life up for success in the long run. And so, I don't know. I think my point to all this was that when we feel the most alone, and when people are the most quiet because they're having a hard time, is the time that really you need to reach out more. And it's hard to, because you're not in a good place and you don't really have the social battery, and it's hard to foster the relationships that you've built in a time when you're struggling. But my advice, if you're in a situation like this, is to reach out to the people who are going through the same thing as you, and make those connections and keep them. And other people are going to move on. People are going to get jobs and move on. And even when they get jobs and move on, keep connected with them, because they have been through the process They've been through that entire process now. And you can benefit, like, you can ask them, like, how did they deal with it? How did they get through? And how, you know, like, hey, I need some advice on how to deal with the grief that comes with it. I made a protein smoothie this morning because I feel like that's the theme of the day. Protein smoothies. Because that's what I'm making for my friend for after she has her wisdom teeth surgery. So I thought, you know what? It's a good place to start the week. So it started me off with almost 40 grams of protein. I think it's 37. It's 37 grams of protein, and I think it's like 16 carbs and no fat. And it's like 195 calories. So it's less than 200 calories, and it's almost 40 grams of protein. So that's a great start to the day. And, you know, I feel like this is something that's going to start me off and make me not super hungry later. And I can keep my hunger hormones in check. I don't want to think about food too much today. I just got an email about, it's like a work day email. So that means it's a job related email. So what rejections are we getting today? I gotta go in here and see if the pet beds are still here. So that's my number one goal for right now. I gotta get my brain back on track. Maybe after I have the shake, it'll be better. Because I did have a lot of caffeine this morning, and this is the first thing I'm having, and it is 10 o'clock. Okay, let's go see if we can find these pet beds. Nope, they're gone. Drat. They were up here, and they still have that one. But okay, maybe I'll go to the other one that's near our house and see what they have. Okay, that didn't work out. So moral of the story, I guess, if you have 3 cats and there's 3 pet beds on sale for $4 each on clearance, just buy them. Okay, off to Aldi. Okay, I got my stuff at Aldi. Since the other Petco didn't have what I was looking for, I'm gonna stop at the one near my house and see what they have. I am 100% not banking on finding anything, but we'll just go and see. Can't hurt to look. Then I'm gonna go home and get some stuff done. Of course, they did not have the beds that I wanted in the first place, but they did have a couple of others. So I'm excited that I was able to get something. They weren't $4, they were $8 each. But still, I think that's great, because the other thing that I looked at the regular priced ones while I was in there, and one of the ones that I really liked, I would have gotten it if it was on sale. It was $25, and I was like, ugh, 2 for less than the price of that one. Not too shabby. So, and now all the kittens have beds, and they had some cat food marked down too. So I got a couple of things to see if the cats would like them. I don't know if they will. And my plan is, if they don't like it, then I'm gonna take it to the rescue group that I got Sai and BJ from. So I'm almost home, and I'm gonna get started on the smoothie packs. What I'm gonna do first is make some Greek yogurt ice cubes so that we can put them in the smoothie pack and it's not squishy. One of the things I hate about taking out these cups is when you come back home, you have all the stuff to carry in, and you still have to carry the cup in. Womp womp womp. So, okay, I'm gonna get to that. Okay, we're back home. I filled up my water because I'm really trying to get more water. More water, less other stuff. So I'm going to drink this before I have anything else, but I do have a San Pellegrino zero sugar little treaty soda that I would like to have in a little while. So I figured I would load up on water first. And I took the Metamucil this morning, so I'm doing good. And I had a shake. It's really I guess it was more of a smoothie, honestly, that had almost 40 grams of protein in it. And I talked a little about it earlier, but I don't think I did a very good job. So let's talk about it a little more. I'm using what I have instead of going to the grocery store. So I had some strawberries in the freezer, so I used those, and it was like, I had like 84 grams, so that's what I used. And I have some yogurts that need to be used, so I figured I'd make a smoothie, and it's kind of appropriate since I'm prepping smoothies for my friend. So it was strawberries, the zero sugar Chobani yogurt, and I think that in itself comes to 13 grams of protein because the strawberries have 1 gram, the yogurt has 12, and then I did, I think, 30 grams of protein powder. I put a little bit of vanilla, 30 grams of my marshmallow milk protein powder, which I think it's called Alex and Sledge, and I ordered it online. I saw somebody had used it once, and I was like, wow, I bet that tastes good. And you know what? It does. It's very good. There are some other marshmallow flavored ones you can get now just at the store, and you don't have to order them online, but I like that one a lot, and I haven't tried the others. It's hard to try new stuff when it's so expensive, you know? And like, I really took a leap of faith when I bought this one, but I think I got it around Christmas time, and it was buy one, get one half off. It wasn't buy one, get one free. That would be awesome. But it was buy one, get one half off. So I tried it, and I loved it. I decided to freeze the Greek yogurt first before I put it in the smoothie pack because I don't want it to be liquidy. I want a pack of like frozen fruit and the frozen yogurt so that she can just pop it in and add some liquid and go for it. She can either add water or some protein milk or some other kind of non-dairy milk that she would like. I actually have some soy milk that I'll probably send with it because I won't use it. And Mina's not here, so she won't use it either. Well, she would use it, but she's not here to use it. So I think also it calls for almond butter. One of them has almond butter in it. Can you freeze almond butter? I'll do a little sleuthing before I decide if I'm going to do it or not. Other than that, I need to figure out what I'm having for lunch. I might do the chili dog bowl that I've been doing. And what did I have last night? Last night I had shrimp and used the black bean and corn salad. It was very good. Except you have to be careful not to choke on the corn kernels. Don't ask me how I know. Don't ask me. It wasn't good. But I'm still here, so it wasn't that bad. All right. So I'm doing that, and I'm going to apply for some jobs, I think. I did get a job rejection earlier today, and that's okay. I didn't want that job anyway. So there you go. Also, while I was at Aldi, I bought oddly enough, like, I buy the randomest stuff in the randomest places. I got a shower curtain liner that I had seen there a couple of weeks ago, and since I'm going to do a little bathroom refresh, I figured instead of washing the one that we have had for a very long time, I would just put in a new one. So I'm going to do that, and that'll be nice. I don't know if I'll get that done today, but I do have to finish folding more laundry. We did yesterday. We folded some laundry yesterday, but there's more. There's always more laundry, as you know. So I'm going to work on that. And I think, first of all, I probably should have some food. And I'll probably watch a show while I eat, because that's fun. And I'm at home, and I can do that. And hopefully, that won't last much longer. It is 12:30, and James will be home around 3. So I want to get some stuff done before he gets home, so then we can just have the evening together, the afternoon and the evening. I'm running out of things to watch, you guys. What are you watching? Let me know. I just finished a book called The Heir Apparent, and it was really good. And I am going to I think I'm going to read The Correspondent next. I have it on my e-reader and waiting for me. So I think I'm going to read that. But I also heard that the audio version of that is very good. So, decisions. I have some decisions to make about that. And if I'm going to listen to the audio version, then I need to find something else to read. So, if you have any recommendations, please drop them in the comments. Okay, it's time to finish up these smoothie packs. I'm going to start with the peanut butter and banana because that's the one that's on top of my little pile over here. And that one is smooth peanut butter that I put in the freezer, and a banana that's sliced, a scoop of vanilla protein powder that is going to be in a little baggie, and I already have those all portioned out, and a handful of spinach leaves. So let's go ahead and get that put together. Now we're going to move on to the tropical cream, and that's mango and Greek yogurt and vanilla protein powder and some cinnamon. It sounds delicious. Here's a few things to keep in mind when you're making these. If you're making them for someone who is recovering from dental surgery, you want to make sure that you're using smooth ingredients because you don't want anything to get caught up in your teeth, and it'll be easier to swallow. So these are like super smoothies. With the peanut butter banana ones, I froze that peanut butter and it thaws very quickly. So make sure that you do it quickly. And also when you put it in, if you can kind of nestle the little nugget of peanut butter in between stuff so it doesn't get all stuck to the bag, that's a good practice. And of course, if you're recovering from dental surgery, you want to use a spoon with these and not a straw because you don't want to do the vacuum thing when you're recovering in your mouth. Well, I finished the smoothie packs, stashed them in the freezer, and my friend is gonna come over and get them in a little while. I think that pretty much wraps up this part of the day. So I'm gonna move on to other things. And I just want to remind you, if you are having dental surgery, remember, use a spoon and not a straw because that's really bad for your healing process. And also remember to use ingredients that aren't going to create a lot of pieces. You want a very, very smooth smoothie. And that's why we're calling them smoothies. So, and if you need more, more protein or more calories from it, you can always add extra protein powder or extra milk. Use some protein milk, or, you know, bulk it up a little bit more. The ones that I've made for her are not very calorie conscious. They are, but they're also, I mean, they're not like 1,000 calories, but they do get into the 400s. So it's not something you'll want to have in your menu every day, but it's really good for the days and situations where you can't eat a lot, and you can pack in the nutrients as much as possible in a small portion. So get out that spoon. If I were making these for me at home, I would probably not have frozen some of the stuff like the nut butters or the yogurt, but since I'm sending it home with my friend, I wanted to make it as easy as possible for her. So all she has to do is pull that thing out of the freezer, add some milk or water to her blender, and dump the packets in and blend it up. And grab a spoon. She doesn't even have to put it in a different container probably. She can probably just eat it out of the blender container. So I'm hoping that it helps her out. And if you're looking for some very smooth smoothies, I hope this helps you out too. Have a great day, everybody. Enjoy those smoothies.